It's in-game live. I am Morency. We're kicking it with Cam Stewart. But I'm just seeing the play here. It was a drop ball. Should have been caught.
No, I didn't know.
I think Mick Aussie would have caught it. Mick,
watching the CFL.
Mick, you're not much of a baseball guy, Mick, but you see the similarities between baseball and cricket. Mick Aussie steps up. What's up, Mick?
Yeah, good. I enjoy the baseball, but absolutely love the cricket. And it might upset a few people, but cricket is way more complicated than baseball, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion after watching.
No. There's a lot. There's a lot of strategy and stuff that you probably don't fully get. I'm not saying that disparately, but baseball there's a million things. But I will give you this: it's almost like the Aussie football with no helmets. Cam, are cricket guys tougher? These guys aren't even wearing gloves. That ball comes flying in, man. It's like that ball is hard as hell.
Yes, people don't understand. That ball is like cement when it hits your head.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. A baseball's hard. It's not even close to a cricket ball. A cricket ball does damage. Like if you actually had like a baseball bat and you lined up like a hot liner to the pitcher, he's dead instantly. There's no chance that he gets out of the hospital. He's dead. That ball is what is it, Gabe? It's basically a sphere of death. Like, it's so hard.
A sphere of death. That's what it is. It's a sphere of death. Yeah. It's like one of those orange ball hockey plastic balls that's all ice when it's cold.
Yeah. Winter ball. Get one in the nether regions there. You're never going to have children. Like, you're done.
My groin. All right, Mick. Hey, what happened to your Broncos last night, Mick?
You know what's going to happen? When I was 5 years old, my dad took a chicken and cut its head off. Nick Fanjo's going to go to Von Miller's farm and they're going to cut one of his chicken's heads off and show it running around and saying,
I didn't see that one coming, Cam. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't know Mick. I didn't know Mick's dad was working for Purdue or Tyson Chicken Farms.
Mick, we don't talk about Trump. We don't want to hear about it. I didn't see that. That was going to be something about sports for my kid.
I know. My dad cut the chicken's head off. I was like, okay, yeah. Von Miller does have chickens.
Have you seen that? It's crazy.
No, all right, let's
just goes running around.
Change the subject. So it's good for you, Mick. All right. So I asked you about the Broncos, not your twisted childhood. All right. It explains a lot.
Twisted childhood. That's great.
It explains a lot. All right, so 1-0. 1-0 on first inning. I'm sorry I asked. All right, Mick. So what's your best bets of the week this week?
Okay, but just before we go on, I grew up in the country, so we had chickens where they laid eggs. But anyway, I am not afraid at all to take the Rams. I think they'll absolutely belt Jared Goff. I mean, Aaron Donald, he's gonna do the eating like Elliott does. The Rams should absolutely smash those Lions. And I also think the Packers at -7 or -7.5, I think they will win easily as well. Titans, I think the Titans might cause an upset. Take the Titans on the +4.5. There you go. There's a few that I like on the plus minus the spread, as you guys call it.
Yeah, Mick, that Tennessee game, Cam, I'm intrigued by that one, actually. I think the Titans are the play. I know they played Monday Night Football, and they were somewhat lucky to win the game. Buffalo was going to come back and win, and Josh Allen slips, but they still did make a play. I give them credit. I think Tennessee are getting back on track. And, guys, if you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, right, they hadn't won by more than 6 points since, like, week, 8 or whatever last year. And they've had a couple of wins this year like that. But against who? If you'll notice, guys, the Kansas City Chiefs only beat teams in the NFC East that are terrible. All right, they went to Philadelphia, they beat Philadelphia. They went to Washington, they beat Washington. Their only other win of the season besides that is week 1 against Cleveland. Other than that, when they play good teams, they don't win. I've got zero confidence in that Kansas City defense to be able to stop Derrick Henry, Cam. I think the Titans, there was an adjustment period. They lost their offensive coordinator and Arthur Smith, who went to Atlanta as a new head coach. Not easy. Mm-hmm. Tannehill had a good thing going with them. You know what I mean? They sort of have to shift things up a little bit. They stumbled out of the gate. You saw how they played in the second half of that Seattle game, Cam. Tennessee are a dangerous team. Henry gets better as the season goes on. It's Henry time, man. And I think, getting 5 points, getting 4.5, 5 points, I like the Titans there.
This is the thing, Gabe. we both talked about the Giants as our game. Like, don't be fooled with Carolina. This is the one favorite. I'm actually looking at Kansas City, and I've been fading them, and it's been very good for the most part of this year, most of these games. I just think the only issue I have with Tennessee, I don't think they're going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. It's just who the hell's going to play for Tennessee with all the guys that are banged up in the secondary. The Bills just didn't have a good game plan at the end when they were trying to throw 60-yard bombs when they had everything and anything and any type of play, and it was bad luck that Allen slipped. I'd actually think, Kansas City wins this game by like 6. I think they barely cover the number, but yeah, no, we're agreeing on a lot of stuff, but this is the game I think Kansas City actually beats Tennessee.
It's a great point that you raised, Dr. Cam.
Thank you.
Dr. Chow, Dr. Cam. Dr. Cam. That's a good ring to it. Hey, Dr. Cam.
Dr.
Cam.
Dr.
Cam. Dr. Cam. Patron, Dr. Cam. It's a good point by Cam, though. That secondary very beat up. You're right. Definitely going to have to keep my eye on the injury report of the Tennessee Titans. Great point. But the Titans are just going to try to play smash mouth and keep away.
Yeah.
They really will.
Exactly.
Like, that's going to be the strategy. Play smash mouth and keep away. What else you got, Mick?
All right. Well, the money line multis, as you know, I like to do that. Now, I'm not going to be weak. There's no way I'm going to take the Bucks, the Cards, or the Rams on a money line multi because you don't make any money. They might just put a little mayo on the top, as you guys say, but it's not worth the risk. So my money line multi, Packers,
mayo
Patriots
on the top.
A little mayo on top. We've never said that before, but I like it.
I like mayo on the top, Mick. Sorry, yeah, continue. I didn't.
Go on, Mick.
Sorry, get me hungry.
Yes, Gabe.
Go on.
Gabe. Yes, Gabe, but once in the AFL, you took the West Coast Eagles as a huge favourite and they lost and it only gave you a little bit of mayo. So it's not.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Packers, Patriots, Ravens, plus 125.
Packers, Patriots, and the Ravens. Cam's thinking the Jets can win that game.
I like them to cover. I'll take the 7 points with them, but yeah. What do you think, Gabe? What do you think about that game? You think New England's going to roll them?
I'm not going to take the New York Jets. This is my new policy. I don't bet on the Winnipeg or New York Jets. But
Jets?
No Jets for me. No, I'll fly on a jet, but I ain't
nothing that
on
flies. Exactly.
No. I'd rather invest in an airline stock than invest in the New York Jets or the Winnipeg Jets. But I don't trust the Pats laying points. They're not good favorites, the Patriots. We saw, remember when they were laying big points against Houston? I was on them. I had them in a money line and I had them in teasers and stuff. I sweat that out like I was in a sauna. That wasn't an easy win. They're just not. And, the Jets, I think they're getting better, sort of. You know what I mean? Enough. I'm not saying the Jets are good. I have big money on an under 6.5 play with them, but I think they can hang Cam. I'm not betting it, but I'd take the Jets if I had to.
Yeah, I am. I like the Jets a lot this week. I'm crazy. I'm doing the New York two-step again, Morency, but that's just me. It worked one week, taking the Giants and Jets. I'm actually it's pretty stupid because you're playing with fire, but it worked before.
Right. What else you got for us, Mick? Any other multis?
Well, yes. And just by the way the Patriots have covered the spread against the Jets about 60% of the time. But I'm with you. I don't like the plus minus on that game. Patriots will probably just win, but I think they will get it done. I also like the Saints to beat Cam's Seahawks.
No.
Jameis Winston and the guys have had a week off. They match up well against the Seahawks. Seahawks did all right, but I think the Saints will get that done and maybe on the minus, but that's the 4th money line bet multi. Add the Saints and then maybe the 49ers, but it's not a good week for money line multis. I think the 49ers will get it done just over the Colts. But that's a very interesting game. And a couple of the experts do like the Colts. So I think the 49ers with Jimmy G will get it done now that he's with a nice girl and not a porn star.
Hey, that porn star is a nice girl.
Nice.
San Francisco, I think San Francisco, big game for the Niners. What was
Big
it,
time.
Kia Maria, something? I always forget the girl's name.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
All right, good job, Mick. Thanks for stepping up and in. I like the Seahawks, though.